Hey everyone, so today I am doing another first impression video. This is the Benefit Professional Pore Minimizing Makeup. I haven't actually heard much about this, I don't know much about it, but I received it in the mail and I vlogged it and you guys asked me to do a first impression on it, so I'm gonna do that for you today. Let's hope it works out well. I know the Professional is like a cult favorite beauty product. I don't use it all the time because I don't personally actually have like a terrible problem with pores, so I'm gonna say that straight up. Obviously I'm just gonna see how it lasts on my skin, but my pores aren't necessarily the worst, so I don't usually use a lot of product. However, I have used Professional in the past when I have had like a little bit more porage and like over my chin when I've had like really uneven skin. It's really good to even out your skin texture. But yeah, anyway, I'm just gonna try out the foundation today. I got this whole box of stuff, but I'm probably just gonna use my normal little foundation routine today. Like I'll use my MAC Studio Fix powder because it's the powder I always seem to use, just so that it's a nice even fair review. By the way, this is not sponsored in any shape, way or form. They also sent me this like invisible finish mattifying gel, but I don't really have, ooh, focus. I don't really have oily skin, so I won't use that kind of thing. And then you have the Shine Control powder, which is like a loose powder. So like normal, I am going to prime half of my face. On half of my face, I'm going to use the Urban Decay Self-Adjusting Complexion Primer. So if you're new to my channel, hi! I usually just prime half my face so we can see if there's any difference between the application and longevity. My skin type is normal to dehydrated, and I am going to be testing out this foundation all day long and checking in every few hours just to show you how it's wearing. So here is my skin at the moment. Today I have a little bit of redness over my nose, some like bumpy skin. A little bit of dry skin on my chin, the normal redness. So let's try to color match. I have it with me shade 1 and 2 because I have no fake tan on right now. This is what the packaging looks like. Pull out sponge. Okay, so it's got a sponge on the bottom. I would probably only use that on the go, and then the top is like a squeezy. Ooh, what the heck? It's like real liquidy. To use, shake well before opening, pull out sponge from base, remove cap, press button to release 1 to 2 drops onto sponge. Where's the button? Oh, there's a button on the side. Oh my god, okay. So you press this button to release the product onto the sponge, and then you just pat and blend on pore problem areas or all over your face. Apply on bare skin or over makeup. Okay, I so wasn't prepared for this. So what it's supposed to do is it's supposed to cover imperfections without clogging pores, smooth and reduce the look of pores, and instantly mattify and control excess surface oil for 8 hours. So today I'm going to use shade 1 and shake it up. And then I'm going to press the button. Okay, there you go. This is the texture. It's very, very, very runny. It's a little bit awkward to hold. Let's do the primed side first. It's so watery. Okay, I already don't really like the sponge applicator. It's so like fiddly. It's so tiny. I'm like, come on, it takes so long. I'm going to cancel that, and I'm just going to use a flat face brush by XO Beauty. It looks very, very lightweight. Feels lightweight, and the coverage is very lightweight, but we'll see if we can build it up. Oh my god, I just splattered it all over my new top. Blends out really, really well with this brush. But yeah, it's just super light coverage. Maybe it would be better just to like layer on top of other makeup, but I don't know. Because I feel like I'm using a crap ton of product right now. I really, really like the Oxygen Wow foundation by Benefit. So I do have a history of liking their foundations, but this one so far is probably just not for me. In saying that though, it does look really natural and really pretty. It's just that I feel like I'm using a lot of product to get to this point. Okay, so I've been once over my whole face. It looks like I'm not even wearing makeup. Like, it looks super natural, and it did calm down a lot of the redness. Like, this spot here was super, super red. Now it's just a little bit red. It still needs some work, but actually, like, it looks really good. It just says that you're only supposed to release 1 to 2 drops. face, and I probably used like 50 million drops just then. Not really, but you know. I'm gonna see how I can build this up. It's really weird. It almost sinks in. So like you put it on and you're like, oh, that looks a little bit streaky, and then you leave it for literally like a couple seconds and it kind of like flattens. It's really weird. It definitely makes my skin look really, really smooth up close. I'll show you soon. Let me just finish. Out of all of the areas of my face, it is by far the hardest to blend out on my nose. Like I said, it kind of like flattens out, it like sinks in and flattens out, but it just doesn't look as smooth on my nose as the rest of my face. I'm going to zoom you in. I'll leave it dark so you can see it's very lightweight and natural, but can you see on my nose? It just looks chunky. But on my actual like face, I don't know, I feel like it looks quite nice just for a natural look. You can still see freckles and things, but it's kind of like covered redness, and my real skin tone is showing through underneath, but the actual skin texture, it's like evened out the skin texture. I don't know how I feel about it right now. It's definitely not like a favorite product, but at the same time I can see why some people would like it. You know what I mean? It's probably just not for me, but we will play this out and we'll see how it goes. So now quickly, let's just finish off. I'm going to put on concealer and my powder and we can see how it looks and do like a little flash test and everything. Today I'm going to use my Porcelain LA Girl Pro Conceal. I'm also going to put some on my nose because it just looks bad right now. As far as on my chin, there is a tiny bit of like, tiny bit of redness, like where I've got a little bit of scarring, so just cover that. And I'm just using my paddle brush to blend this out by Exo Beauty. As far as the application goes on my primed versus unprimed side, pretty much the exact same. I feel like it's a little bit more difficult than normal to blend out this concealer on top of this formula. My nose just looks so cakey. I don't know what's happening. Okay, anyway, then I'm going to take my MAC Studio Fix powder as always and a big powder brush. And I like to just do a small amount of this all over. Straight off the bat, I can already tell, like, if you like really natural foundations and products and stuff that doesn't feel like anything on your skin, you'll definitely have to check this out because it feels like nothing. If you like heavy makeup, you probably won't like this at all unless you layer it on top of your other foundation. Put a little bit extra powder on my nose because it just looks really bad. Okay, now let me show you up close again, and I won't change the exposure so it's a little bit dark so you can see better. What is that with this like random hole in my face? It's so weird. Have to say, now that I have powdered, it feels like I have zero pores. Like I said, I don't have a pore problem, and I don't. But of course, I am a normal human being and I still have pores. However, this really did, like, I can't see them. I can't see them anywhere. All through here. That's where I get the biggest pores, is like kind of under my eyes. And like, they're gone. It looks incredibly smooth. I'd be so interested to see what this is like on top of another foundation, but I don't know, that concept just like weirds me out. Like, put on your foundation, then get another foundation and put that foundation on top of the other foundation. Like, I feel like you should just have one foundation that does it, you know? Anyway, for people that have a pore problem and want a natural finish, this could be really good. And I mean, my skin still looks flawless enough with the powder and everything. If you do have like a whole lot of freckles you want to cover and everything, obviously have a look at my forehead. You can still see all of my freckles. So it's not going to cover that kind of thing. But if you just have, you know, a little bit of redness like me, then I mean, it could work. I feel like it's gotten stuck in my sideburns. I feel like it has terrible flashback. Is it just me, or do you guys see that too? Alright, anyway, it is just before 10 in the morning, so we'll just say 10 a.m. I will see you guys in a few hours. Hey guys, okay, my battery is flashing. Crap. It's alright, I've got another one on charge. But anyway, it is now 4 minutes to 1 p.m. So it's been on for 3 hours, and honestly, like, it's at the point where once you put on your bronzer and contour and everything, you can't even tell that the coverage is less. I haven't added any more coverage, any more concealer, any more powder or anything like that, apart from obviously like bronzer and contouring, blah blah blah. And I kind of dig it. I kind of actually really like how it looks now, but I'm really confused. I'm still pissed off because it ruined my top. So it's a bittersweet feeling, but it hasn't clung on to any dry skin down here, like where I've got a lot of dry skin. Maybe later it will, we'll see. It looks really good. It hasn't faded, it's covered the redness still. I don't know, I kind of like it. I don't know, I'm still confused. And my nose looks fine after I put on a crap ton of powder, but it did not sit well on my nose. Like, there was no hiding that at all. It just looked bad on my nose. But yeah, once I piled on my powder, it seemed to work okay. And this is only like a light dusting of powder. Like I said, it's not like a crap ton of powder. It worked well. So we will see how it lasts. Hey guys, it is now 2:30, so it hasn't been long since my last update. I've just filmed a lip swatch video. So I have touched up around my mouth a little bit with just like a little bit of concealer, but I haven't done, you know, anything else. Anyways, I popped in here now to say, like, I was gonna wait till later, but I just wanted to say, can you see? I don't know, it's gone into those lines just here, and I never get those. If you watch my first impression videos, I don't ever get lines here. I know a lot of people suffer from that as well, and that is exactly why I wanted to say that, yeah, it's creasing here. So probably not the best sign. It hasn't creased in my wrinkles though. So I don't know what's happening, but anyway, that's why I came in, and as you can see on my nose looks a little bit cakey, but it's probably because of all the powder I put on my nose. So let's just ignore that. Apart from that, all of this area looks so smooth still, no pores. There are no, it's like Photoshop. Once again, I do not use a filter on my videos, so this is exactly what it looks like in real life. Like, this camera is good quality. You can see this for yourself. Oh, this little pimple's decided to make it come through. Where'd you come from? Then on my cheeks, like, it looks so smooth still. It hasn't faded or anything as far as I can tell. So anyway, I'm gonna get out of your face now. I'll be back in a few more hours. Hey guys, so it is now 6:10 p.m. So it's been on for, what's that, 8 hours. And it hasn't really changed too much since last time. Like, even these expression lines, like, don't mind my weird face right now. I'm just trying to see if they get worse, but I don't think they're getting worse. The area where my pores are, it looks so smooth. It's still looking pretty good down here as well. Don't mind my like foundation line. I just realized I've got like a bit of a foundation line happening. What a rookie. As I said, I did lip swatches, so it's a little bit faded off around my mouth, but that's just because I was removing all the lip colors. Apart from that, everywhere else it's still looking pretty good, and I really like the finish of my skin as well. Like, it just looks really natural and nice and just good. The nose doesn't look any more cakey, by the way, even though like I had to put concealer and stuff on, so it's pretty pointless updating you on that, but the rest of my face doesn't look cakey either. So I'm just like so like, what the heck on this product? I'm looking at it now and I'm like, it's so pretty. But this morning when I first put it on, it was just like, what? Like, I don't know. It's such a weird product. I don't know. Hey everyone, so it is 10:34 p.m. We just got home from the movies. So this foundation has been on for over 12 hours now. I had a quick look before and noticed a couple of things. So first off, around my nose it's kind of creasing, more so on the unprimed side, but it hasn't really melted anymore. Usually it melts off really, really badly. However, yeah, hasn't really melted too much, and I wonder if it's because it's quite thin and lightweight. Maybe, you know, I usually get melting because of the like thick creamy formulas and they just melt. However, this product was like watery, thin. I didn't really put much concealer around the sides of my nose. Like, that's mostly just Benefit, what is this called again? Pore Minimizing makeup, you know? So yeah, it didn't really melt off, which is good. There's a little bit of dry skin here. If you can see that, it's kind of clung onto. So minimal dry patches, considering a lot of the skin down here is dry at the moment. That's not too bad. It hasn't faded. Like, the pinkness on my jaw area down here, like, it's not really worse. It hasn't faded much at all, which is really impressive. There's a little bit of creasing in my expression line up on my forehead, but nothing too major, and it still looks so blimmin' smooth in that same area. Let me zoom you in. It's kind of hard because of the shadow of my lashes, but can you see the shadow through here? It's just poreless, and that's without using Professional or any kind of pore filling primer. That's just the foundation. And like I said, I don't have a huge pore problem, but usually, obviously, I'm a human being and I don't walk around with Photoshop on my face, so I still have like pores. They're just not, you know, they're not a big concern personally. They're not huge or anything, but you can see them. However, with this, like, even really up close, like, there is almost nothing. It just, I don't know, it's like magic. So I'm really confused because my first impression when I first applied it in the beginning of the video. Like, I was ready just to like wipe it off and be like, this is shit. But I don't think it's bad. I'm still confused as to like, would I use this often? I don't know. I don't know if this is going to be something I'm going to reach for all the time. I'm really curious to try it on top of my other makeup to see how it looks up close. So in a chit chat, get ready with me sometime soon after this video goes up. I will try that and we'll see how smooth it looks, because I'm really curious to like follow it up in that way and just see how it goes on top of other foundations, see if it looks cakey or anything. But this is how it looks on its own. I'm actually really happy with how it looks and how it lasts. I've never been so like torn over a product before. Like, I feel like I should hate this, but you guys can see for yourself. Like, it looks pretty nice. I don't know, I'm confused. And I feel like I need to use it with my Flawless Finish sponge, Shaaanxo Beauty, see how that works to apply it, because maybe then it won't flick all over me like the freaking brush. Let me know if you have tried it yet. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your skin type down in a comment. Tell me your experience. Did you love it? Did you hate it? Because I definitely don't think this product is for everybody. It's definitely a targeted kind of product, and I would love to see like some before and afters. I'm gonna have to go do some googling. I want to see some before and afters on people with troublesome pores, because if it can cover big pores as well as it's covered mine, holy crap, it'll be like a lifesaver miracle product. Don't forget to thumbs up this video if it did help you. Leave me a comment, let me know what you think of this, because I am so confused. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.